Yeah, hi, welcome back to our third lesson. Okay, so third lesson of module 2. So what we are going to do, as I told already in the last session. So now everything is ready. So the ID is ready, all setup we have done. Okay, so we are just opening the cube ID. So you can see like I'm having STM32 cube ID. The version is 1.9.0. Okay, so let me try to open that. And you can see here, like as I told already, I created something like STM32 folder. Inside that I have host and Nucleo. Okay, host or target, whatever you like, you can create some folder. So since I am going to write the program for the host machine, I will be choosing the path, okay, the host folder. Then I just want to click here on launch. If you want to keep it, okay, so just keep it. But anyway, we will be writing the maybe the program for target board also. So I'm not choosing that. I just want to click here launch. That's it. So maybe it may take some time. It's just get opening right now. Yeah, so you can see here the like this ID is already open. So I would like to write a new program. Okay. So maybe let's test a simple program like maybe printing some variable or something. Okay. So C programming concept we haven't discussed. I just want to show you that how we are going to write the program, how we are going to create the program like for the host machine. Okay. So that procedure I would like to show you. Yeah, as I told already, we can use this program, means we can use this ID to write a C or C++ program. So I'm just clicking here on file and you can click here on new. Okay, so like new, you can select if it is STM32 project, we have to select. But as of now, of course, it's not STM32. It is a simple C or C++ project. I just want to click here. And so here you will be able to see the option. Okay, C managed build. Okay, so C++ managed build. I am writing the C program. So of course I'm going to click here on C managed build. Okay, so here you have to write your project name, whatever you like, you can write. I'm just writing project one. Okay. So just keep a track on all programs, whatever we are doing, because we are anyway going to discuss all the concept wise. Okay. So in a proper order. So it will be easy for you to revise later on. Okay. So I'm just writing project one. Okay. So just keep a track like maybe writing like that. Okay. Whatever you like, you can write. So I'm just writing project one test. Okay. Yeah, so that is okay. You'll be able to see the location, okay, which we already selected, right? Inside the host machine, this project one test. Okay. So one important thing we have to note it here. Okay, so the tool chain, not cross GCC. I already discussed about cross compiler. Okay. So cross compilers we will be using if you are writing the program for the like embedded target board. Okay, so for Nucleo board. The reason also I already explained. We will be writing the program in the host machine, which is x86 machine, right? And the target board will be some other microcontroller, okay, 16-bit or 32-bit microcontroller. So both are totally different hardware. So we will be using cross compilers, okay, to compile the program, the embedded C or embedded C++ program. To compile that, we will be using any cross compilers. Okay, we know already we can't write the program like directly on the embedded board, right? That is having so much of limitation, and the purpose also not directly programming that device. Programming always will do through the host machine. Anyway, that's not a concern here. Here we know already, like we are writing the simple C program. For that, we already installed like a compiler, GCC compiler, which is known as MinGW GCC. So on tool chain, I would like to choose here. This is this is a must option. Okay. So click here on MinGW GCC. Yeah, that's it. Then just click on next if any other options. Okay, I think nothing. Yeah, so the configurations it's showing, right? And the project type is executable. Tool chain is MinGW GCC. All right, all settings fine. Now you can click here on finish. That's it. So the settings has been done. So you'll be able to see I have some other like project. Maybe like in your system, it can be the first project, right? Yeah, so now you can see whatever project I created. Okay, so that already appeared here. Okay, that folder, project one test. Okay, so let me click here and you'll be able to see that includes. Okay, so that is already like added all these things. Okay, which already included. Okay, let it be. So now what we are going to like do here, we'll be writing the main.c. Okay, so we'll be adding a .c file. So just click here. Okay, so just like right click and click on new. Okay, so here we are just going to add the source file, right? We are not adding any header file, source file. So like in new, you'll be able to see the option source file. Of course, that will be with a .c extension. Okay, so create a new source file. I'm just clicking on it. And the source file name, okay, I am having only one source file for this program, so I'll be writing main.c. Okay, this procedures and all we have to follow. Okay, as if now I'll be whatever I'm showing, so kindly try to follow the similar way. So later on we will be writing a program, okay, with the .c extension and some header files we will be including. Okay, so make sure that the procedures are clear, and after that you can click here on finish. That's it. Okay, so that's done, and you'll be able to see the creator date, it will be there, and the author. Okay, so your name will be visible if everything done properly. So that's it. Now nothing to wait. Okay, we'll be writing the first C program, whatever you like. Okay, so yeah, I'll show one sample program. Let's see the like other process, how I'll be able to compile this. Okay, so how can I build the project, how can I like run this project? So that procedure I'm going to show. So before that, I'm just writing a simple program. Okay, so let me show that to you. Yeah, so far I written one simple program. So like I already got int main. Okay, so the main program. Okay, so from here the compilation is starting, and I just included the header file stdio.h. Okay, since I'm using printf. Okay, so only printf I'm using, not scanf. Yeah, so I'll explain that why we are using. I think almost like maybe you people are like aware about the basics of like basic C programming. Right. So in the main program, inside the main program, I just declared a variable. Okay. So the variable data type is character. Okay. So character type, and the variable name is name. Okay. Whatever you like, you can use. Okay. So variable I created, and yeah. And then you can see whatever variable name you like, you can create. Okay. So I just created n1. Okay. So n1 is like a variable, and that's storing a character called a. Okay. So then using printf statement, I would like to print the variable I'm just printing. Okay, so that is not the big deal. I just printed the variable n1. That's it. So my program is very simple, and return 0 I return, since it's here I written in the main, right? So it will be expecting I am returning some integer value. So I think all basics you people are clear. If it is not, of course, we'll be discussing the C programming. Okay, how we'll be writing the C programming, what are the different parts of it. Okay, so far we understood there is a header file stdio.h, and in the main program we just created a variable. What type of variable it is? It's a character variable, and I return that, I initialize that with a character a, small letter a, whatever you like. Okay, so then I am simply trying to print it. So printing here, you can see I'm just using the format specifier %c, since it's a character. If it's an integer, usually you will be writing %d. Okay, so far. So yeah, that's it. So the output of the program, I'm expecting that I should be able to like get this character A. Okay, so in the output. So here you can see at the bottom, you'll be able to see the console, right? So maybe when you like written the program, C program using any other IDs and all, usually we'll be like viewing the output in the console, right? So that you can see here. All right, so the program has been done right now. Okay, so you'll be able to see like in includes. Okay, project one test, you can see like inside includes, we have this main.c. Okay, so that's it. Now what I like to do, I would like to build this project. So to build this project, just click here, select here the main project one test. Okay, not main.c, project one test, like the project folder itself. Then just right click, and here you'll be able to see there is an option build project. Just click on that, and here you will be able to see the project has been built successfully, because I'm getting 0 errors and 0 warnings. Okay, how much time it took, all information we are able to get. It's a proper ID, so like you can trust it. So we are writing, means we took 726 milliseconds. That's it. And here you will be able to get this information. Okay, like how we will come, means how we did it. So you can see here we already got executable. Okay, so project one test.exe file. Exe file has been created. So before you can see there was nothing called binaries. So now you can see there is additional one thing came, that is binaries and debug folder. Okay, so in binaries, if you're clicking, you'll be able to see the exe file. Okay, you can see this exe file, right, like .exe file you created your own. Okay, so usually we used to download certain exe file and we used to run that. Okay, so similarly it's a simple program, it will be simply printing like the character A, that's it. Okay, but .exe file has been created now successfully. Okay, very good. Now let's see, but still I am not able to see any output, right? So in console I can't see anything. For that, again I will do one thing, I can just right click here, and you can click here on run as. Okay, So you have to run it as a local C or C++ application. Of course, not STM32, right? So I'm just clicking here and you will be able to see it's just printing the character A. Everything is done successfully. Okay. So are you excited? The first C program you written, not in any online compiler, you written everything properly in the cube ID itself. Okay. So you written the first like the program, okay, for the host machine. Very good if you want to create. Okay. So if you want to make any changes, you can do that, of course. Yeah, now what I would like to do, I would like to create one more variable. So this time I'm using any integer variable. Okay, so integer var1. Okay, so var1 equal to, I'm just writing any value 10. That's it. So one integer variable I created and I'm just going to print it. Okay, so the value I'm going to print, separate printf statement I'm using. So here, one thing you have to note it down. Since it's an integer, the format specifier will be different. It is percentage %d. And this is new line character because I would like to print that in the new line. Okay. So what is my variable name? Variable name is not n1. The variable name is different. So that is var1. Okay. So yeah, so everything is fine, I guess. Right. So now I have to build it again. Okay. So build and run. So that we have to do separately here. There is no single run button. I'm just showing. Okay, so you have the shortcut on top, right? So here again I'm just clicking on build project. Yeah, since still I don't have any errors and all, right? So you can see this is a shortcut. Here we can do build. Okay, so for run you can click here. Okay, run project test dot project one test.exe. So far I'm just expecting it should be printing the value A and also it should be printing the value 10. Yeah, of course it's happening since I used new line character. So everything is properly working, everything is fine, right? So now what all we discussed, like maybe in the coming session, quickly I'll be recapping. I think even right now you people are clear, right? What is variable? Okay, so variables are like some containers, right? It can like hold some value. Okay, so variables, of course, different like different type of variable. Okay, so data type can be different, like character, or maybe it can be floating point data, or it can be any integer data. Okay, strings, whatever it is, right? So maybe even if you like studied any other programming language, you must be aware about this concept, right? What do you mean by variables and what is the different data types? Okay. Yeah, if you people are still not confident about it, we will be discussing what are the data types even in embedded system. Okay. So like what are the data types or maybe like how we'll be creating the variable like that's in like normal C programming. We'll be coming to that. But I just want to ensure that you people are very clear about the procedure, how we written, how we created the first C program. Okay, for the host machine. I'm pretty happy about it. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think you people are like also excited and you want to do more exercises, right? And one more thing I would like to show you here. I was telling that inside the binaries we got this .exe file, right? If you are clicking on it, double clicking on it, so you know we can't read it, right? So it's not in the readable format. So I'm just going to, okay, I'll be just opening. Yeah, anyway we can't open that because we can open, of course it's not in the readable format. So I'm just right clicking on this .exe file and I would like to go to properties. Okay, so here in properties I will be able to see the location. Okay, so where this .exe file has been created. So you can see inside this host machine, inside this folder project one test. Yeah, so you'll be able to see the .exe file has been created, right? And yeah, so if you're opening this location, you will be able to see, right, we have main.o and .exe file. So as I told already, how we are downloading some, like like Vysys2 you have seen, right? .exe file we downloaded. So whenever usually we are getting a .exe file, we try to right click on it, okay? So we try to run it, okay? So you'll be able to see the same output over there. All right, so that's it. So these are two things I would like to show you how we created the maybe the program. Okay, so for the host machine and how we are doing the procedure like building, okay, and running. And yeah, I think it's clear. So I'm just giving a simple exercise. You can whatever like data types and like if you are aware, try to create different variables. Okay, so just assign some value and try to print it. Okay. So thank you all. So we will meet in the next session with some more examples, right?